it doesn't matter how old you get. It never hurts less. So, a little update. I've been talking to the guy since early May, over 2 months, and we had a few dates, and I thought it went really well. We have everything in common. He texts me all day, every day. Same shared values, same life goals, same interests, really good banter. And he told me that I was smart and funny, and he told me that I was beautiful, which is the first time it's ever happened in my whole life. And we went on a few dates, and then we were talking, and he just said he's really concerned that of my lack of physical activity, and I guess he's been trying to convince himself to find me attractive because I had such a good personality.
Fam, from RIP, I know my male and my female viewers both heard two totally different messages. My female translator tells me that the queens who listened understood he has to accept her for who she is, and he shouldn't try to change her. Ladies, I know a good chunk of you thought that, and let me say that is a pious mentality to have. Damn! Oh, you disagree. First off, men have to be attractive on multiple levels before a woman even looks his way. Never does a woman accept a man for who he is. Second, women always want men to change to reach their full potential. Wow, none of that applies to queens, it seems like. Now, what my male viewers heard from this XXL queen's tearful testimony is you have a guy who likes you so much he wants you at a healthy weight so you can both have a truly happy LTR. You should be crying tears of joy there, girlfriend. You got a W.
And I told him that I didn't think that he should have to convince himself to find me attractive, and that I'm happy with my body, and it's okay if other people aren't. And it's really hard. I know it's the right thing, and I do believe that. It just is never easier. When you're dating and you're plus sized, it never really gets easier. And I'm sharing this because I, of course, turned to my girlfriends, but I forgot for a minute that they're all very beautiful and thin, and they've never had guys on the internet or just in life to their face tell them that they were ugly before. And so I know that there's a lot of other people like me on TikTok because I've seen a lot of you, and it's okay if it hurts. And you're not alone. And I really hope that one day we can get beyond fat phobia, and maybe I'll meet someone.
Ladies, I'm about to drop some tough love here. If you get offended, oh well. Sucks to be you. To this queen, I'm just gonna say it. Pick a struggle. Either stay this sad in your dating experiences, or maybe take control of your destiny by the challenge of morphing your body to a physical level where you will no longer be told any of these things. I'm gonna say, I am sure this queen has got to have several positive aspects for a man to be that concerned for her. Ladies, don't let this control your life. Grab your fate with both hands and become the best versions of yourself possible. You can do it. Start by exercising lightly and adjusting your diet lightly. It's not an event, it's a process. I am sorry, but men do consider your health in the long run. When they want to invest in you, but when you don't take care of yourself, they will not invest. Men don't want to outlive the women they love by decades. Put it this way, you are choosing love over a pizza, even if it's a meat lover's pie. Moving on.
Yesterday, I heard a piece of advice in a TikTok that literally blew my mind. She was a married woman talking about how she still has a good life with her husband, and she was listing all of the reasons why it's still good for her. But the thing that really got me was this. She said that he knows that foreplay isn't something that happens 10 minutes before sex. It starts the second that they wake up. And this really clicked for me because I don't know about you, but when I start to feel shut down to my boyfriend, there's usually a deeper reason underneath of it. To me, intimacy is also the small moments that we share with each other throughout the day. It's the way that he looks at me, the things that we do for each other out of love, the way that he places his hand on my back or asks to go watch the sunset together. So just remember, if you're shut down, it's not out of nowhere. It's because those little things slip away so easily over time. But in the grand scheme of things, those are the things that keep you connected emotionally and physically.
I agree with this. It's an all-day thing. My question is, how receptive are women to their man's expression of attraction? Not every queen out there enjoys when her man comes up from behind her and caresses or taps her backside, or tries to initiate a makeout session when she's busy getting dressed, or kisses the back of her neck while he tries to play with her fun bags. What I mean is, men have their versions of flirting with their women, but eventually their play advances get rejected. Guess what, ladies? Men can't read your minds. Men will just stop doing it altogether. Eventually, women will take this as, OMG, we're no longer romantic. Like if she didn't have the ability to initiate any form of romance or intimacy with him.
Got him!
Let me put it this way, ladies. To get along, you have to go along. It's not all about you all the time. Every now and then, you're going to have to warm up the engine. Moving on.
Here are some dating tips for men on dates. Men do not always have the best dating skills either, so it is our job as ladies to train them. What is going to appeal the most to the female psyche is asking her questions, talking about your work, your success, the comfort and safety that you have in money, not particularly bragging about money, but that you have a very good relationship with finances. So steer away from turning the date into this sort of comedy stage where he is center stage, cracking joke after joke after joke after joke. So putting the spotlight more on himself and taking away the attention from the feminine woman is not going to appeal the most attractive to a feminine woman. Cracking jokes for 3 hours straight may very well work with the guy friends, but it is not typically a turn on for a feminine woman and on a romantic date.
Fam, I want to start off by informing my viewers this queen's profile states she is a dating guru teaching men how to date feminine women. That said, I will only audit the information in this video. Queen, starting off, I have heard many women be offended if men say they would train women. So keep that in mind when you interact with a man who has built himself up. I do agree with her as to asking women important questions during the first date, preferably a coffee date.
Wow. You are so cheap.
As it is an important part of the vetting process before investing anything further with her. I don't agree with her as to talking about your financial worth.
No, 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 no.
Nope. On feeding the golden shovel. She should figure out if you are both compatible before any value hints are dropped. Humor is a huge advantage when dating. When you make her laugh, you earn brownie points. It also gives you an idea as to her humor limits. For example, say the following joke on your next date to gauge her reaction. Why do walruses love Tupperware parties? They're always on the lookout for a tight seal.
Squeeze me? Oh, no, you dick.
Of course, we love men who have a sense of humor, but the idea is not to put the spotlight all on him, but rather on her. Remember, comedy is a form of entertainment, but the female brain and essence is seeking out stability, provision, and protection. Secondly, always walk her to her car after the date is over. All men have protector and provider instincts. If he would do it for his daughter and walk his daughter to her car safely, then he would do it for a woman that he is courting. Plus, it is a proper gentleman farewell. Ladies, be receptive to it. I know it can be a bit scary sometimes with those you do not know very well, but that is why I am here to help you.
Put the spotlight on her? Sorry, I respectfully disagree. Conversations are a give and take. Let's be honest. Most women usually just stare at a man, hoping he will start the conversation. Another thing, a man can ask, hey, do you have any questions for me? And she will stay silent. I understand when a man shows interest in a woman, it can create sentiments in her, but it will not do much for attraction to him. She either likes him or she doesn't. Walk her to her car. I advise men against that at first. Why?
How come? Tell me why? Say it! Say it!
because she must earn relationship treatment. If I do it for every woman I go on a date with, then it is no longer special. All due respect to this dating guru queen, but the only men who are going to follow most of her advice are the men most women are not attracted to. As the saying in the manosphere goes, don't ask a fish for advice. Ask a fisherman. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.